Hello everyone and welcome to the video. First of all, I'd just like to apologise for not posting for, it must have been a few months now. I've been very busy with schoolwork and studies, and also working on my golf game in the winter season, doing things like going to the driving range and just getting out on the course. Also, it's been very boggy and the conditions haven't been great. We're still not able to hit out of the fairway, sadly, as you can see here, although I have just hit my drive out of bounds, so I had to take a drop here and I had to clean up for my third shot with a pitching wedge. So I'm on the edge of the green here. Requires a decent chip to make up and down, and it's not happening by the looks of that chip. Just duffed it a little bit, hit the ground before the ball, and it doesn't go as well as I would have hoped. So that's a putt for bogey, and of course I have to lip out. First hole, clean that up for double, and we'll take that on the first hole. Starting back, first video in a long time. This is the hardest hole on the course, stroke rating 1, and that was an awful drive. I'm just doing the voiceover now. I've changed to voiceovers from the video, like the sound from the video. The sound of the video, I don't know if you can hear, is in the background, but I just forget to say certain things in the video and stuff, and so I do a voiceover. But that is the best shot I've hit with my new 5-wood. Put me back on track, it went about 200 yards, maybe a bit further. 9-iron into the green, and it's just gone left of that bunker. Can you see at the top there, bunker on the left? Just sat up, as you'll see in a second. So yeah, got a downhill chip, the green sloping away from me, and requires a bit of loft. Nice high, takes a little bit of a heavy bounce and rolls out past the pin. That is for my fourth shot, I think it was. I don't know, you'll have to count. It's a poor putt, misread it. And yeah, this is just a bad green. I remember this, and I was considering stopping filming at this point after this hole, because like double bogey in the first, then that poor putt, and then just watch this is like very frustrating. Making sure I line it up properly, and then yeah, I've been struggling with my putting recently, so this is probably the weakest point of my game. Need to put a few hours in of practice. And that's misread putt, very bad. Ended up free putting for triple bogey, and I'm like, we might turn the camera off, but I'd stick it out, and it was well worth it because I hit some amazing shots later on in the video. Stick around for them. And I ended up with a decent score. I think at the end of the 18, I didn't film all 18, but at the end of the 18, I think I shot a 90 maybe.
Very good drive.
Low 90s, which is my best score, so yeah, it was great. Great drive there, went about 245. Had about 120 in, went for the pitching wedge and just hit it fat. Ended up to the left short of the green in this thing, and that's a beautiful chip. Lands softly, rolls out towards the pin, and I'm very pleased with that. Very good looking for par. But of course, I have to miss the putt. Didn't even read it correctly. Poor stroke, and I've just been struggling with my pace, my reading, everything. I don't know if it's the greens or if it's me. It's probably me. But there's a bogey, first bogey of the day. That's the goal, make bogey on each hole. Just swung my 5-wood out there. Had to take another drop. Seem to remember that was a good shot. Actually went long of the green. I think I was hitting 8-iron there. Very good contact, and it just passed that bunker at the back there. I don't know if you can see it. Tough position to be in here, tough lie. And that's a good chip from there. Rolls out a little bit. The greens are looking very pure. I think they've been trimmed recently. It was either that day or the day before that. Should have held that putt. That would have been a nice clean-up for, I think that's double bogey now. It would have been for bogey. So this is the toughest par 3 on the course. Massive It's about 170 uphill. I've taken hybrid, and that's a pure strike, and it just ends up sitting at the top of the green.
Good shot.
Getting it on the green, that's a great shot. Long putt though, and you know putting is the worst part of my game, so yeah, not the best position to be in for me. And that's an okay lag putt. Gave myself about 6 feet for my par putt. But of course I've got to miss that as well. Misread it, maybe a bit too much pace. And yeah, my putts just haven't been dying into the hole, which is how they should be. Bit disappointing. On to the 6th hole now. Really tough because the wind's going from left to right, sloping from left to right. You have to aim left. That's an okay drive. It's a little bit short, but I made sure I kept to the left side of the thing. The green's just over that tree. Going with, I think it was 9-iron. Punched a 9 out low. And just landed at the top, just below the flag, and rolled back down to here. Went for the chip. Wasn't amazing, but that's my 3rd shot. I'm on the green near the pin for par. Got a par putt. Sadly, my dad didn't film it. So yeah, my dad's the cameraman today, and he forgot to put a 2-putt for bogey. Onto the 7th hole, another tricky one, a bit of a dog leg left. And I hit an awful drive here, went about 100 yards. Had to clean up again with the 5-wood. Great shot. I adjusted for the lie. I don't know if you can see, but it's very slanted this, so it goes, if it's a lie where the ball's above your feet, it often hits a draw, which I adjusted for. Proud of myself for that. Good shot in with my pitching wedge, about 120 again. And this was all over the flag, absolutely all over. We didn't actually show in the video where the ball pitched, but the ball pitched about a foot from the pin and then just rolled out a little bit. Good put in, and that was good pace, just the wrong line. So tidied that up for, I think it was a bogey again. Yeah. Or double, can't remember. So 8th hole now, another par 3, and that's a decent shot. It's drifting off a little bit to the right. I think it hit 7-iron. It was 150 yards, slightly into wind. And it's just between 2 bunkers. Really tough position to be in again for the chip. That's an amazing chip from where I was. Really pleased with that. Don't know if you can tell. Now this is an important putt for par. And I sink it. You can tell by the reaction. I've been needing that putt all day. Putting's been awful all day. So really pleased to make that. Just airballed the drive. It went about 100 feet in the air, 100 yards in front of me. So, and it was a par 5. Left myself a long way in. I was like, let's hit driver off the deck. Let's go for it. Here we go. And that was beautiful. Straight as an arrow. Best shot I've ever hit in my life. Driver off the deck. You can tell I'm jumping, looking where it goes. It goes 220 yards down the fairway. Best shot I've ever hit. So left myself a 7-iron, I think it was, in the back pin, about 160 yards into wind a little bit. And I punch the 7-iron. Go for a punch shot. And I thought it wasn't going to be enough, but it just makes the edge of the green. Just the front right edge of the green, which is okay. So long putt, but these ladies, I don't know if you can see to the left, were letting me play through. So obviously I was very nervous as to rush it so I wouldn't keep them waiting. And I ended up 3-putting that hole. My dad didn't even film it. But yeah, very disappointing, made bogey. Another par 5, 2 back-to-back par 5s at my course.
That drifted to the
That's
right.
a great drive, one of the best drives I've hit all day. Went about 230, 240 yards uphill. Went for driver off the deck again, got a bit cocky after the last shot. And perfect connection, just drifted off to the right, and there's a bit of out of bounds long grass. I ended up finding the ball, but I had to take a drop. Left myself an 8-iron in for my 4th shot, I think it is. 4th shot. It's a good shot, good contact, and just ends up on the short front part of the green. Got a putt uphill putt, good read, putting's improving, and just a little bit short. I needed a little bit more pace, but it was a decent putt, one of my better putts of the day. An easy tidy up for bogey. Now, another super long par 3, about 180 yards, maybe a bit further, downhill. Went for the 5 hybrid, and it just drifted off to the right, hit the tree and came down. Now, I was taking this off some tree roots here, so it's a tough chip. Just got a bit scared, duffed it a bit, and that's very poor. Getting a bit frustrated at this point in the round, so I wasn't taking my time. I was just like going through the motions, not thinking about what I was actually doing. And you'll see again, another poor chip. Very frustrated with myself, collecting myself together, and I was like, right, let's sort this out. Sorted out my chipping. That's a good chip. It rolls out. You'll see in a second, just to past the pin, uphill putt. And I tidy that up. It was a bit firm, but it goes in. They all count the same. Now I said to myself, I'm going to welly this. It quite opened up, and I just hit it out of the toe massively right. You can hear a shout for right. There's some guys over there.
You went slightly right there.
Apologise and go and find my ball across 2 holes, on the 2 holes away from my hole. Great 5 wood. Was that 5? Yeah, 5 wood there. Tidied up. Now chip. Good chip. 60 degree. My dad doesn't get it in. Apologies again for the filming. This is the last hole. Let's tidy up for a par. Lip out, and that's it. So thanks for watching the video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts on the voiceover, and that's everything. Thank you.